this 6-year-old does in those critical moments after a car crushes his father.
We're following breaking news on NBC 26 Live at 10.
In the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, Florida, State of Florida versus George Zimmerman. Verdict: we, the jury, find George Zimmerman not guilty. So say we all foreperson.
A jury of 6 women has found George Zimmerman not guilty of second-degree murder for the fatal shooting of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. The verdict was reached after the jury deliberated for more than 16 hours over 2 days.
Mr. Zimmerman, I have signed the judgment that confirms the jury's verdict. Your bond will be released. Your GPS monitor will be cut off when you exit the courtroom over here, and you have no further business with the court.
The jury had been given the option of deciding the lesser charge of manslaughter after the tense courtroom battle, but the defense kept it out. Now, there are reports that supporters of Martin's family who gathered outside of the courthouse yelled out "No, no" when the verdict was read. Now, we're going to have much more on this developing story later in the newscast, and you can get the latest information on NBC26.com. New at 10 tonight, an apartment building is evacuated in Appleton because of a kitchen fire. This fire broke out around 5:30 in the 200 block of North Summit Street. Crews put out the fire and continued to search the building and evacuated the residents. The person living in the apartment where the blaze broke out was treated for smoke inhalation, and they're staying with family tonight. This fire was ruled an accident. 2 people have life-threatening injuries after a car crash in Howard. It happened at the intersection of Cardinal Lane and Riverview Drive early this morning. Now, the Brown County Sheriff's Department says the car was driving north on Cardinal Lane when the driver lost control, crossed the median, and went airborne, coming to a stop in the YMCA parking lot. The 34-year-old male driver was thrown from the vehicle. Deputies say speed and alcohol may have been a factor in the crash. Deputies still searching for 3 suspects who stormed this Bellevue home, tied up a husband and wife, and then ransacked the place. It happened Thursday night around 9:30. The couple sustained minor injuries. Deputies say this attack was targeted, not at random, but they remind homeowners, don't answer the door late at night. Try to talk through a locked screen door if you can, but if you're still feeling unsafe, call police. Turning to weather now, if you like those hot temperatures, it was a good weekend for you, but it may get even warmer. NBC 26 meteorologist Michael Fish tells us how warm in our first forecast.
Yes, Cassandra, summer is coming back, and day upon day, as we go into this upcoming work week, oh, you're going to be feeling summer all right. Humidity's coming back as well. Here's a look at satellite and radar. This is something I don't see very often. A low pressure going from east to west. Everything's going backwards right here, but that's fine. You know what it's doing? Look what it's doing to these clouds. I can kind of like put my hand right there and stop them. But still, in the far northwestern viewing area, you might see a stray shower tonight. But most of us, we're going to be fine. Everything just kind of dies as it works its way into our area. But all in all, it's going to be a pretty quiet night. Again, a couple clouds off to the north and west. Clear to partly cloudy skies right now. Temperatures, well, where it was cooler by the lake, it still is a little bit cooler. Like 65 Sheboygan, comfortable 72 in Green Bay, 74 in Shawano. Now, as we go through the rest of our night, clear to partly cloudy skies. Again, way off to the north and west, could see a stray shower. Tomorrow, though, skies ranging from sunny to partly cloudy, 82 by noon. But we're going to get even warmer than this, actually, Cassandra. And we're bringing back humidity. We'll talk more about that. All coming up.
Not looking forward to that humidity. Well, record crowds packing the Sunnyview Expo Center in Oshkosh for the 23rd annual Life Fest. The celebration of Christian music growing in popularity, and organizers say in just the first 3 days, a 15% increase in attendance. But more people means it's harder to find a place to stay. NBC 26's Raquel Lamel joins us with more.
The campgrounds are packed, many hotels are full, people are even going to UW Oshkosh to stay in the dorms, just so they have a place to sleep for a night. But all this business is a good thing for the Fox Valley.
Tanya Hilke setting up chairs for tonight's concerts, hours ahead of time to beat the crowds.
Friday night, we couldn't believe how far back to the road it was already. And that's typically a Saturday night, so it seems like it's record numbers this year.
Record numbers, exactly what Life Fest organizers have, with the biggest opening night crowd ever.
We sold over 2,500 campsites around the ground. We sold out of camping this year.
Campers are out of luck, and if you want a hotel, you better move quickly.
A lot of the hotels are filled in the area. They've had to go all the way up to Kimberly and Green Bay to get lodging. We've also been lodging people at the University of Wisconsin Grunhagen Hall.
All these people coming and going are crucial for business in the Fox Valley and surrounding cities.
The variety of events in the summer months are absolutely huge for the hotel business.
For all of you planning on attending Life Fest next year, some good advice: book early.
Next year we're going to go for 4 sites, which means we'll have to book next week.
With thousands still coming in to Oshkosh.
There are also some soccer and volleyball tournaments this weekend in the Valley, so that also played a part in selling out hotel rooms. Raquel Lamel, NBC 26.
The pairing of leather jackets and veterans caps could only mean one thing: the annual veteran motorcycle ride at the Pearly Gates Bar. Nearly 600 motorcycle riders gathered in Green Bay today to raise funds for Vietnam veterans and desert veterans of Wisconsin. The ride took place at noon after a military ceremony honoring those vets.
We're riding for all of them, the ones that were killed in action, the ones that are missing in action or POWs. And I'm not talking just Vietnam, I'm talking all the wars.
Organizers say the events give ordinary citizens a chance to understand what American veterans care about. Well, if you love learning about military history, the National Railroad Museum has something for you this weekend. They're reenacting World War II. There are battles, lectures, and other events, and the daytime reenactment features German, English, and American encampments. If you missed today, they're doing it again tomorrow at 1:30. It's Independence Day with a French twist. The French-themed hotel and restaurant in De Pere is celebrating the first Bastille Days. Guests are able to take part in live music, traditional French food, and so much more. Organizers say French culture is important to the city of De Pere, and the celebration continues tomorrow at 11 o'clock until 4 in the afternoon. Still ahead on NBC 26, a little boy saves his dad's life after a terrifying moment when a car slips off a jack. What this little guy does in those critical moments. And a beautiful Saturday for us, so what does the rest of our weekend look like? NBC 26 meteorologist Michael Fish is up next with your precision forecast.
NBC 26 live at 10 with Cassandra DeVos.